Hello USM, thank you for joining us and welcome to the start of a new spring semester. I'm Kennedy Drake. Teachers are getting ready for the new school year at Teachella Educators Expo. The event is a chance for educators to connect, socialize, and get school supplies. Regarding your state news, a former Jackson police officer, Marcus Johnson, is wanted in connection with the brutal murder of registered nurse Carlos Collins. Snow is something that is commonly associated with winter, but not here in Hattiesburg. The start of the 2025 spring semester here at USM was pushed back due to an influx of snow. I'm standing right outside of a freshman dorm where here at the University of Southern Mississippi, freshmen are required to live on campus. This past Saturday, Southern Miss students had the opportunity to indulge in some Native American culture with a powwow in Spirit Park. The Israeli military strikes banks in Lebanon to target their political party's financial networks. Now in state news, a Mississippi Gulf Coast restaurant and its co-owner were sentenced Monday on federal charges of mislabeling inexpensive imported seafood as local premium fish. Career Services at Southern Miss hosted a career fair designed with the intention of providing students with connections to potential future employers. Gabby, I am thrilled for Valentine's Day, and I'm going to get my mom and my grandmother an awesome gift. This week, Mississippi researchers are investigating a growing tick-borne allergy to red meat. The condition is known as alpha-gal syndrome. It can trigger severe reactions, and for one man, it turned his daily meals into a dangerous gamble. Rick Green was spending the day with his family when he suddenly broke into hives. At first, he didn't know what was happening.
I had it. It was here, then up here, and then my waistband. Anywhere I had tight clothing on, it started itching, and then my whole head started itching.
At the time, alpha-gal syndrome was virtually unheard of.
I went and made an appointment with the doctor, and I told him, I said, I think I'm allergic to beef because of a tick bite. And he goes, I've never heard of that. None of the doctors had ever heard of it.
But today, cases are on a rise across the country. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention now estimates hundreds of thousands of cases nationwide. The culprit? A bite from the Lone Star tick. Dr. Shahid Kareem, a tick researcher at the University of Southern Mississippi, has studied the syndrome for nearly a decade. He explains alpha-gal is a complex sugar found in non-primate mammals like cows, pigs, and sheep. Since humans don't naturally produce it, the immune system can react aggressively after exposure.
So if you even sitting in a restaurant and even the fumes from that grill, they can contain the alpha-gal. And if someone is allergic, it will get that allergic reaction to that one.
For Green, the allergy forced a major shift in his lifestyle.
It would affect if I went to like a party, a family reunion, and it had slabs of roast beef, which I would have liked to have had.
Avoiding red meat became essential for nearly a decade before his allergic reaction started to subside.
It will go away. It takes a while, and to explore some alternative diets.
While researchers say alpha-gal syndrome may fade over time, there is currently no cure. I'm Kennedy Drake, reporting for the Roy Howard Community Journalism Center. Contraception begins at Erection Act ignites debates about reproductive rights. Local college students express concerns that the legislation violates individual bodily freedoms. The Contraception Begins at Erection Act would make it unlawful for a person to discharge genetic material without the intent to fertilize an embryo. There are, however, exceptions for sperm donation and using contraception to prevent fertilization. USM students voiced opinions deeming the law as unjust.
Can we tell a man to stay confined within non-sexual expression and expect us to function properly?
A Mississippi senator introduced the bill that could impose fines ranging from $1,000 to even $10,000. If the bill passes the GOP legislature and signed into law by Tate Reeves, it would go into effect in July. A few USM students believe the bill is similar to other state laws.
Trying to take away our rights to, abort a child if you're not fit for it, but you never know someone's circumstance, so.
While most students are concerned about their rights, others initially thought of a positive effect the bill could have.
Like, get a woman pregnant and not, take care of the child once it's, being brought up. I thought, that was the concept of them trying to control the semen count or something like that.
With the bill still under review, many are watching closely and preparing for what could be a significant turning point in Mississippi's legal landscape. Kennedi Drake, SM2 News.